Hi everyone, welcome back to another Kit Above with Chris. Going for a Proraso shave today. This one's going out to Oive Chapo over in New York. He is absolutely loving his Proraso products at the moment, and I do enjoy them myself. So without further ado, I shall fill the bowl up. I'm not going to have much cold water, it's been absolutely stinking hot today, so I'll just go with whatever comes out the tap. I don't want to waste water. I don't like using hot water either, so I can't really win. No, it's come through reasonably cold today, which isn't too much. Just going to wet my face first. Oh. And I'm going to start off with some Proraso Green pre-shave cream. So, good dollop of that. This is lovely stuff. There's a good whack of menthol in it as well. You know that because it catches you in the eye straight away as soon as it hits your face. Now the thing I do like about it, I'm not sure what the actual ingredients are on it. Has it got it on here? I don't think it has. It's normally on the box. I don't have the box anymore. The great thing I love about this is it just totally melts away in water, so you don't get left with an oily feeling or anything like that. There's no oily residue that goes with it. So excuse me, that's the soap there, Proraso Green. As you can see, there's a fair dent in that now, but there's still probably that'll last me another 5 years, probably, the amount of soap I've got at the moment. Right, the brush today, which everyone's got a crystal skull or some crazy cup. This is my half pint glass, really. I used to drink out of it. I don't drink much now, so. And I've got my Carnivus and Richardson Katie's Bubbles collaboration brush, which has a 24mm TGN finest bulb, and look at the tips on it, it's just phenomenal. This was actually sent to me from Oive Chapo. So straight into the soap. Let's not piss about. Looking forward to this. It wasn't that long ago that I used Proraso, but well, as you guys know, it's very hot over here, so I do really enjoy mentholated shaves. So I am going to load this brush up like there's no tomorrow. More so because I know how to do this stuff. Just isn't expensive. Even I can pick this up over here from my local store for a reasonable price. Still not super cheap over here compared to the US and Europe, but it's cheap enough. And it's not a super hard soap. It's actually quite a soft soap. Right, there's the brush loaded. There's not much in the tub that I can scoop out, so I'm just going to leave that. I'll rinse that off later. And just wipe my face again. Oh, you feel the menthol from that pre-shave already. It's brilliant. Really is good stuff. And here we go. Let's just paint this load on with the Carnivus and Richardson finest brush. This is actually, this tub of Proraso Green is the oldest item in my den. It was the first shaving soap that I bought. Oh, this really feels incredible on your face. It's not. Dip my tips. Now it is a great product, Proraso, but it doesn't, in my opinion, compete at the same level as the artisan soaps. If you're on a budget, or you just love it for what it is. Some people would love Proraso for the scent, or just to be sort of traditional with a bigger company. Just got to dip the tips again, it's still a little bit dry. you can't argue with the ladder. Look at the brush, absolutely full. Not got much room down here. Right, going with the RazoRock MJ90, which I believe is I believe Joe from RazoRock, or Italian barber, is an Italian, so Italian razor. This was also sent to me from Oive Chapel. Now I'm going with this Rockwell blade because I want to see how bad these are. I think I've used one before and I think it was alright. But having watched Nomio Leroy use one, he used it once and didn't record it and hated it, and then he used it again just so that he could record it using it and hated it again. So I don't get that. Right, here we go. MJ90, brand new Rockwell blade. Excuse me. And here we go. Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, I ain't finishing the shave for that. This is a very mild razor, and that still feels extremely rough. In fact, my skin feels a bit sore now that it's pulled half the hairs out. So I'll just stick straight into the razor now. Brand new Persona Med Prep. Now these are single wrapped, but what I like about them is there's no wax. I don't know if that's hospitals or whatever trying to save on money, but there's no wax on them. But I generally get a great shave from these. That is night and day. Compared to that Rockwell blade. These are actually very good blades. Do you know something? I think I got these from Oive as well. If I get anything in my den that is actually mine. Well, that was a lovely first pass. The menthol and the Proraso is excellent. Now, this is where Proraso lets me down a little bit compared to the good artisan soaps. That feels bone dry. Yeah, that's really sticky. There's no real residual slickness with that for me. It could be that this actual soap itself, my lather, may still be a little bit dry. Let's just dip the tips. It does make a great ladder though, you can't argue with that ladder. It's something I love about the Razorrock razors. I've only ever used two of this, the MG90 and the Wunderbar. They hold the blade pretty much where it's supposed to be. Very, I mean, even this one, I know it's not precision milled like the Wunderbar, but it still seems to hold the blade exactly where you want it. I don't think I've ever used this razor and felt one side milder than the other because the blade wasn't seated straight, anything like that. I don't generally get any weepers or cuts using it. Like I say, it's a super mild shaver. So I'm surprised that Oive doesn't actually use stuff like this. He shaves every day but uses things like R41s and really efficient razors every day. I don't know how he does it. I certainly could not use an R41 for everyday shaving. Oh yes. Now, I put hardly any water on my fingertips here, and the sleekness is better. I can feel, it almost feels like there's an oily layer on top there, just enough, but it's still, I can tell you right now, there's no way the razor would glide on my face. I don't know if you can see it bouncing a little bit. Excuse me. Oh yeah. And it's got a lovely amount of menthol in it. It's not, you know, it's nothing like a glacial or a menthol sterling or anything like that, or snake bite, frostbite, anything. It's nothing like those, but it's refreshing and it's got a lovely scent. I mean, I don't know where they were going with the scent for this. I know it's mainly eucalyptus and stuff like that, but it does have a sort of barbershop tinge to it, whatever that might mean. Just dip the tips a little bit. I don't know if you can see this lather just down here growing. This knot is excellent for creating a lather. It's got great flow through, but it seems to flow through and release onto your skin. So as you can see down here, you start getting a great lather building. Then you just scoop it up off the bottom. Grab the bit that I flicked on my chin. Oh yes. Lovely and cool. Now, if I had to recommend a menthol soap to someone that's never used menthol before or is a bit worried about it, this is certainly somewhere that would be excellent to start. It's not expensive. There's way more than enough menthol in it to enjoy and actually get the sensation to see whether you enjoy it or not. Some people won't enjoy this coldness. Just ploughing through this. I don't know if you've seen the razor there, it sort of slid, but I still never cut myself. Now see that? I can feel the juddering of the razor. It's not smooth just on your skin after using the soap. Even with that little bit of soap that's on my face and round about with just a tiny amount of water, there's hardly any residual slickness. I have had mixed results. I have had it better than this, and I've had it worse than this, and it could just be my lather today. Right, I've been doing 4 pass shaves every day for the past 2 weeks. Why stop now? I'm enjoying it with the natural hair brushes. It gives them even more of a break in, although this brush doesn't need breaking in at all. Right, let's dip the tips to see if this will grow again. I don't think it will. Then again, it has done a little bit. But not much. Right, final pass will just be pretty much all over the place. I know I'm putting a little bit of weight on here because I'm getting my double chin a lot easy. That should all fall off now that I'm busy at work. It's been such a slow winter. I've got my Transit Guard Medical, Transit Officer Medical, and Psychological this Thursday, so 2 more days to go. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get through that with no issues. There's just no slitness at all, there's nothing. Just no residual slitness whatsoever there. Right, I will hit myself with some cucumber melon Humphreys, just for a little bit of skin food sort of stuff. Soap there. And while that's drying in, I shall rinse the brush out. You'll have to excuse me, sir. My breathing is really heavy. I'm so blocked up with hay fever at the moment. It's one of the downsides of the climate change, when it goes from the really cold, wet winter into the super hot, dry, and then becomes humid summer. It's not quite as humid as most places Western Australia. It does get quite humid sort of right in the middle of summer, but we do get quite a lot of, not a lot, but every now and then we'll get a good sort of sun shower where it takes some of the moisture out of you, but sometimes it works against you and you actually end up with more moisture in there. Get the tips on that brush. It's just phenomenal. Oh, it smells good now as well. I've got to say, Proraso does make your brushes smell nice, that's for sure. Right, give it the old look at the tips on that, it's just phenomenal. Rinse the soap out now. So yeah, so hopefully this time next week I might find out that I'm through the process and starting on the 16th of January. That's the hope anyway. you know, something that doesn't bother me having like a loose hair here or something missing over here or on the cheek or something, but see around my lips, absolutely does my head in all day if I don't get them all. So what happens is I finish this shave, I then clean everything up, clean all my soap, put everything away, and I'll walk around the house for 10 minutes doing something else, and I end up coming back to the toilet and actually touching up around my lips again, where I find that I've missed the odd little bit here and there. Right, is that dried in yet? Almost. Oof. So I started off today with Proraso Green pre-shave, or pre-barber I think they call it. Eucalyptus oil and menthol. Beautiful stuff, really does cool your skin down instantly and gets you started for that menthol kick. You can use that as a post-shave as well, but I find it, it's not oily, I know that because it rinses off in the water, but I find it feels greasy in your fingers. Proraso Green was the soap, great smelling soap. As you can see, this one's got a good dent in it now, but it is a nice smell. It has a barbershop sort of scent to it, but it's obviously got the eucalyptus and menthol in there as well. I don't know, but it is really nice. The brush was the Carnabis Richardson Katie's Bubbles collaboration brush, which used to have a little Katie's Bubbles sticker on here, which looked terrible and pretty much scrubbed away when I tried to clean the brush. But it doesn't detract from the brush now. It's a beautiful looking brush, and the knot is superb, absolutely amazing. Razor Rock MJ90, it's a little bit white from the powder, but that'll be spotless once I polish it all up after I'm done. I don't know how people can buy a razor, use it and leave that on there after a shave and just chuck it to the side. I have to take it all apart and clean every little bit individually. Every time I pull it out of my den to use it, it's brand new pretty much. Amazing little razor, very mild. The Persona Med Prep in there is a great mix. It's a very efficient blade, very sharp blade, but extremely smooth for me. And then on to Humphrey's Cucumber Melon, and I'll now finish off now with a good splash of the Proraso Green aftershave lotion. Which doesn't, it's like a cologne version. It doesn't smell quite like the soap, but it smells great. I didn't actually get any burn from that there, none at all. I've just got that beautiful menthol now coming through. I can feel the menthol starting to heat up my face that way. Wow, that's an amazing shave for me. Even the irritation down here, there's not much today to say I'm shaving every day, but I haven't had an ingrown hair since I started, touch wood, and I'm really enjoying the everyday shaves. I know it becomes tedious in regards to my channel, but every shave I do goes on video. It's pretty much become part of who I am now, part of what I enjoy doing, part of the hobby, and part of my life really. It's something that I now enjoy, which I hated, so to be able to put it on video for someone else to hopefully try and get something from it, whether it be tips, or it doesn't have to be tips on shaving. I've obviously all the shit I talk as well, and all the life experiences that you hear about from me can in some ways help people, you know, so I hope it does help someone along the way. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Oh, and by the way, I managed to catch up on pretty much at least one video of everyone that I'm subscribed to at the moment. I think there's a couple more that I sort of missed, so I was glad I got through that yesterday. I had a couple of hours yesterday to spare at night. I was exhausted. I thought, stuff I'm just going to chuck a few videos on, and I really enjoyed it. It was good, some really good stuff happening. I've missed a lot of the chat, and obviously I put it all together and I know what's going on, so everyone just fucking hates Spencer, so I think that's about as good as it gets really. He's a pain in the arse, isn't he? Fucking young Aussie bloke thinks he can rule the world. They're all the fucking same over here. That's my little swearing rant done and dusted. Thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.